You may realize that data modeling is important, but do you know how it comes into play in Salesforce? Or maybe you're a Salesforce administrator whose data governance team is asking for your Salesforce data modeling strategy. Wherever you're at on this journey, a thorough understanding of Salesforce data modeling concepts can chart a pathway to success. If you gloss over this critical step, you may be fostering an environment where you're openly inviting a death by 1,000 cuts. Before we explore data modeling, take a second to subscribe to our channel, Salesforce Explorer. A couple times a month, we dive into an interesting topic around Salesforce that is sure to interest you. Data modeling defines how we organize and manage data within Salesforce. When we carefully architect our data model, Salesforce becomes usable, performant, scalable, and able to integrate with other platforms. Salesforce's core data architecture follows a pattern similar to relational databases. Think of your objects as tables, fields as columns, and records as rows. Objects come in two flavors, standard and custom. Standard objects are your out-of-the-box variety that come pre-packaged with Salesforce. They are the backbone that helps the CRM run. Think about accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads, and quotes. Understanding what's offered in each of Salesforce's standard objects is very important. You could miss out on great built-in features if you create a custom object where a standard could have sufficed. Standard objects also have built-in normalization techniques and are optimized for performance. Custom objects are created by your user, your Salesforce admin, that target specific business needs. They house data unique to the organization and allow Salesforce to be versatile. Fields store required data for each object record. They also come in standard and custom varieties. Like standard objects, Salesforce comes equipped with a base set of standard fields on standard objects. This could be things like company name, contact, account number, and status. Custom fields are user created and can exist on both standard and custom objects. Object relationships define how objects relate to one another. These relationships are built into the Salesforce user interface, where we can easily add or view relationships like how we see with contacts related to accounts. This is an example of a built-in relationship, but we can define custom relationships as well. Lookup relationships are loosely coupled pairings where the child object can continue to exist without the parent object. Account and contact are a great example of a lookup relationship. These relationships can be one-to-one or one-to-many. Master detail relationships on the other side are strongly coupled pairings that form a tight dependent link. The detail object cannot exist on its own. If the master ever gets deleted, the detail is also deleted. Think about an expense report and expense report line item. This would be a great example of a master detail relationship. The detail record also inherits things from the master, like its owner, sharing, and security settings. Master detail relationships can exist between standard and custom objects, but custom objects can only play that detail role. Many-to-many relationships also exist using the junction object. Junction objects are intermediate objects that manage complex relationships and enforce data integrity. Think about a student and a course object, with that enrollment sitting between them to help as that junction object. The best tool to view and edit your data model is Schema Builder. It's a dynamic modeling environment controlled through a drag and drop interface. It lets you visualize objects, fields, and relationships. It also allows you to analyze the current state of your data architecture and plan for future enhancements. Schema Builder is really helpful in allowing you to untangle the complexity of data models that can grow unwieldy over time. We should always approach data modeling in Salesforce with best practices in mind. This puts the focus on scalability, usability, and security. We shouldn't just be designing for today, but we should also be forecasting data volumes many years into the future. Large data volumes can gum up Salesforce in multiple ways, so it's best to be proactive and plan for that end goal. On usability, we need to develop naming conventions that are clear and consistent. Users should never struggle to understand the data model. Using a data dictionary can be great in helping define our organizational standards. We should also put thought into how we set up record types and page layouts so we tailor our processes to match business need. On scalability, custom objects and fields should only be used as a last resort, as they add complexity to our data model and can be difficult to maintain. Standard objects can take you a long way, but it requires a deep understanding of what's possible. The built-in features in Salesforce are powerful, but we lose many of these key features when we opt for custom objects. Go custom only after you've exhausted your possibilities with standard and use them sparingly. On security, we want to design for least privilege, essentially giving your users the minimum level of access to do their jobs and nothing more. We want to do our part in guarding against privilege creep and reducing our cyber attack surface. This video is brought to you by Improving. We're an IT consulting firm serving North America. If you need help with data challenges in Salesforce, please reach out to us at improving.com. Our expert team of Salesforce engineers would love to discuss how we might be able to help. Thank you for taking a few minutes to explore data modeling in Salesforce with me today. If you have data modeling tips and tricks that you found helpful over the years, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you found this content valuable, please take a second to let us know by clicking on the like button and subscribing to our channel. We'd love to share with you our future installments in our data governance series. Until next time.